everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10, their looks. We'll start with you. We'll go around the table. Go ahead.
8.
So 8.5.
I'm a 10. 7.
8.
6.5.
I'd say 7.58, 4.
I used to say 6. I'm a 5.
In front of all these beautiful women, how could I ever not humble myself down to a 4, really?
Do you think
you're a 7.5?
I said 8.
Oh. How did you come to that value judgment?
Your perception of your truth is not the same for myself or anyone else.
Yeah, what is truth in a world that you're an 8?
But to be fair, also, it's interesting to claim to be so religious and so close to Jesus and be so negative.
To tell the truth?
No, I'm just saying, just to be so
What would
negative.
Jesus do? He'd be like, you're a 10, sweetheart.
Forget objective reality.
Turn the other cheek.
Oh my God!
As one of God's children,
Yes.
he would have known that
Yes.
it's my journey and my life.
But he would know you're too. Whether he loves you or not.
And you know what? B is not bad.
Hungry.
As a woman, anyone can, right?
I don't see a problem with
Just literally put the hand up and say I'm a woman. Why can't I identify as a black lesbian? If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I on International Women's Day say I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status.
I respect. I think that you'd already opened the absurdity door by saying it is limitless. You can do what you like. Anyone can say, I'm a woman.
You can change your gender.
Physically, yeah. Stop it. Get some help.
Of course you can change your gender.
Are you sure about that?
If you can change your gender, can you change your race?
No,
Why?
because that's just how you're born.
What do you mean by that?
Isn't your gender how you're also just born?
Yeah, I see where you're getting with. But right now we do have surgeries available to change gender. We don't have that for race yet.
That's the dumbest thing you could have said.
Can't change your race. I feel like one is actually a stagnant part of identity and the other one like is serious, but it's in a different form. It's not the same concept. Race is your roots, where you were born with from, ages ago.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
So I think
Isn't your gender what you're born with too?
that's true, but I think
You stupid.
it's a different,
Gets rich doesn't mean someone gets poor.
Yes, it does.
Explain that
In
to
this
me.
society, it does.
Explain that to me. When you
someone
bought
gets richer.
your hat, who got poor?
The people who made the hat.
They voluntarily contributed their labor
did
and they
not.
got paid for it.
No, they did not.
They didn't?
There's workers in other countries who are enslaved to make things that I'm wearing right now.
Then why would you buy it?
Because there's no other options in our capitalist country. There are no other options.
What do you mean by that?
In our capitalist
That's
country.
totally and factually incorrect. Make your own clothes.
There aren't very many options for that.
Well, so what you're trying to say is you outsource your goods and services in a capital voluntary because you don't
think
want to
it's okay
spend the
for
time to
people
go
to be
make your own clothes.
Basing an entire economic system on capital, on wealth, is not the best for each person in the world.
Stop it.
You would want to live in a communal society, essentially, right? So why don't you go live like the Amish right now and go do it because they live in a communal society?
That's not the...
I don't believe I said that no one would ever see you as a woman. I mean, it's possible, I suppose, that you could fool someone. Now, you brought this up, so I have to tell you that you brought this up. You've put your identity on the table for conversation. And so I'm going to say you wouldn't fool me at all. I mean, I see a man 100%.
Okay.
And I think that most people would. Now, the fact that you have people in your life who are saying to you, oh, you're totally a woman, it's exactly what I'm talking about. No one in my life has ever once said to me, you're totally a man, Matt. You know, if a friend of mine called me on the phone and said, listen, Matt, I want you to know you're really a man, I would think that there was something wrong with him. I would say, why are you saying that at all? It doesn't make any sense. So the fact that this is a conversation to begin with tells me, it only proves the point that I'm trying to make, that your identity, even in your own mind, is up for, it's something that you need to be assured.
Oh, I am.
You're pregnant? You are?
Yeah.
How about a congratulations? Instead of laughing at me, you could say like congrats or something.
Congratulations. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I
So how
appreciate
far
it.
along are you?
2 weeks.
How do you know you're pregnant after 2 weeks?
My stomach's been growling more than usual, so. And me and him had so I think that's where it came from.
How long have you guys been together?
2 weeks.
Oh.
We were like a one-night stand. I was finna dip, but I was like, that's my kid. I'm finna stay.
That's really noble of you. We need more of that. More
I know we need more black fathers.
How do you know you don't just have cramps?
No, I have a kid too, so this is the second time this happened.
So the first time you had a kid, you felt like
Yeah, I felt the same sensation I'm feeling now.
Okay, and where did the kid come out of?
That's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, is that funny or something?
No, you're right.
Our kid's gonna be straight
What
A
is so
student
funny?
and gonna be on the basketball team, so.
Yeah, the next LeBron.
What gender do you think you are?
I'm a male.
Maybe I think you're a woman.
What did he say? No, legally I'm a male. It says on my driver's license that I'm a male.
What if I say I don't believe you?
It doesn't matter.
What gender do you think I am?
I would assume you're female.
You're a victim. Making assumptions.
Yes.
I identify as non-binary.
Respectfully, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
What pronoun should I use?
You should use they, them pronouns.
What if I don't?
If you don't, I would consider that disrespectful, and that's actually an act of violence to intentionally misgender someone.
Stop it. Here we come to the issue. You just said that's an act of violence. That means it's an actionable offense. That means it's a crime. We have no idea how many pronouns there are. We can never know how many pronouns there are. And to not use a proper pronoun
You could ask.
is an act of violence against them. Did you ask my pronouns before you sat down?
No, I didn't ask your pronouns.
Get some help. You just talked about me being privileged. You understand? No one goes around asking pronouns before they speak with me.
What a brilliant idea. What do you mean just stop oil? All your stuff is made out of oil. It's your clothes. These jackets, they're all made out of oil. What the hell are you doing here, making a nuisance of yourselves? It's a joke. Get out the road. You're wasting everybody's time and petrol. All these guys, their engines are running all the time, wasting more bloody oil, you nutters. What is this made out of? What are your clothes made out of? How did your clothes get here? They got here by oil. What are you doing? This makes no sense at all. Just stop oil. You haven't thought about this. If you want to stop oil, you need to stay at home and go live in